Okay, I'm very confused. I don't know, do I need to speak English or Chinese? And can I speak like half and half? Okay, then we go into next page. Okay, this one is okay. I have to read my notes. Okay, and okay, what's like for a DSA is like for a TY space is not equal to DSA. Is TY space is subset of DSA. DSA is try to take for the spectrum to be shared as possible. Is this frequency should be using like smartly and efficiently. And like for simplified speaking is okay. Going to next page is TY space is using the TV spectrum, and like for simplified speaking is we can use any frequency lower than 700 megahertz. Okay, we have like FCC like officer here, and I'm not speaking for FCC. Tony, if you like for correct me if I am to make something wrong. And the FCC have like for old rule and a new rule, and the new rule will be affected by the early of next year. So everybody have to watch for new rule. It's not old rule. And so the new rule is much more channel going to be available, but much more challenging. What it means for new rule is new rule is our devices can be more close to the like for a TV tower. So it means and in the old rule is for device have to be far away from like for TV tower. So but this channel going to be controlled by the database. Okay. Aviacomm technology has been confirmed by FCC rule, no matter in the past, today, or in the future. Okay, just to let you know, we are the only devices have been certified by like NICT, FCC, and Ofcom. And what's the advantage for TVY space is a signal can go through the wall. That's very simple. And also, so they can have a more coverage. Is not it doesn't have a lot of day zone. Okay, going to next page. Next page. Okay, and IoT is a very hot topic, and a lot of people is talking in the past, like for half a day. Is what's the problem for IoT devices? Is it have two problems. We do not know where the device is going to be installed. The second problem is battery power. Is take Japan to gas meter as an example. Is to a communication module for a gas meter, minimum have to be running 13 years. But 13 years is not enough. Even for Zigbee cannot run for 13 years. So what's the solution? Solution is IoT over the TVY space. Under for NDA, and I cannot disclose my customers' information. And but you guys are very smart, and I'm working is one of the largest gas company in the world, and but I cannot leak for my customer's name. And okay, so we are doing for deploy for using TVY space as a backbone for gas network in one of big country. And okay, for next one is we are using so we're doing like for communication for in a gas meter. Is possibly you are asking why is a gas meter needed to use in the TY space? It's because currently is in Asia, most of the country have a lot of concrete buildings. So right now is gas meter reback rate only 85%. So the minimum requirement for IoT device for a meter needed for 99%. So they have a big problem right now. So they have to use in a like for TVY based device. Okay, this is a real big projects I'm running right now. Is it possible you guys still remember? Is two big explosion happened in two countries. One is happened in Taiwan last year, and one is China in this year. And what happened? Because it's a chemical pipe leak. And this pipe is built in 1990, it's 15 years ago. So right now, for this leakage, it costs about a big explosion. So right now, a lot of government, and especially for the China government, require for tech for pipeline, like for monitoring systems. And what's the problem will have to be resolved for this pipeline, like for monitoring? One is this pipe is underground. For the second problem is minimum running 20 years. Third issue is wireless devices must be come with the vibration and for chemical sensor. Four is we have to is a lot of construction without any notice. And the last one is terrorist, because China, is they afraid a lot of terrorists. And so this is 5 big problems have to be resolved. So this is after we have long discussed, they are decided using for TVWS, so IoT over for TVWS space. And how it work? If any contraction happened, for this device going to be sleep to most of the time. Once they to sense to the first vibration, it will be wake up. Second vibration, it will be ready. Third vibration going to be sending for warning signal. So this is the project I'm running. That's a very interesting project because you guys can imagine how many pipe in the world, and you can use it in a chemical pipe, gas pipe, and a gasoline pipe. And also is TVWS space is good in underground. And I'm talking, and I am working with many companies working in the underground. So they call underground communication. But we are not in underground. Okay. And another big project I'm running within one big company in the world is doing possibly you can check from the newsletter. And Japan is defined for ITS frequency is 700 megahertz. And in the US and Europe is 5.8 gigahertz. But however, is based on research, is 750 megahertz is not enough. They want to be using a lower frequency because is this ITS system defined by the Europe and the US, and it doesn't have a lot of concrete building like to Asia. But in Asia have a lot of day zone and have a lot of for concrete building. So they have to be using a low frequency. So right now is ITS for system. Think about using between for 400 megahertz to for 600 megahertz. So Dr. O just mentioned is a very hot topic right now called LPWA. This one is for low power wide area network devices. And this one is one of hot topic right now is try to using the IoT devices in the TVWS space. And two technology we are working right now. One is we call the Super Zigbee. Another one is category M and category 0. And if you guys are interested, so we can work it offline. This is very technical. Okay, so is a TVWS space and Super Wi-Fi is also can use it by internet. And as you know, is 4.5 billion people still not covered by internet. Even US still have 15 million people. I don't know. It doesn't covered by internet. And I call TVWS space is a 4G network for poor people, but nobody want to be called a poor people. So I think about better name is affordable internet access for most of the people in the world. Okay, so in the past 1 year, I working with the Philippine government very closely, and is possible some of you have seen this video, but this video is very easy for you understand so projects. Okay, where's the video? Hey. Hello? Hello? Okay. Can you play a video for me? Yeah, this is just a 2 minutes video. This project we did for both called like for super Wi-Fi base station and also for the super Wi-Fi devices. This network provides education and also training, employment, and also for medical and employment and also for business. So lots of students in the past couple hundred years never get the internet connection. They are so happy right now. And we are not only to be doing this project, we change the world, we help our next generation. Again, this is 4.5 billion people. Okay, we totally covered by the, right now for this network still running. If you get interested, and you can go into the Philippines to see this demo. Yeah, so right now is Philippine government giving more project. That's your opportunity to get this project from me. Okay. Totally so many students, so many schools. Again, I doing this one is not to be like for show off. I just try to show you guys is this market is ready. And this network is already working for education, medical, employment, government policy, because most of the third world country, the problem is a lot of people who live in the rural area, they never know what happened from the government side. And so this is like for government policy and for the business and doing for a lot of content provider. And doing for running the application in this network. Okay, and also I cannot release for this company name. It's one of the M company in Taiwan. And we are working a project called like for a super Wi-Fi project. This is called like first generation, going to be B, BG, ABG, N, AC, and AF. Is going to be coming soon. So this is for standard device-based device and using Aviacomm chipset and using one company in Taiwan as a baseband. So this market is okay. Device-based can use it by many different places. And okay, this market is very mature and ready right now. And just let you know, two big announcements happened in this week. And one is India, is Microsoft CEO is announced going to be working with the Indian government, going to be provided 500,000 connections in India. Okay, so another one is password. Everybody knows is China try to do a big project is for like $400 billion is doing for a called like 1 bill 1 load. This is called a new silk load. But for us, this is our golden opportunity, our golden load. So, okay, early bird and catch bugs. I already see so many bugs, and I wish you can be this bird. And last one is Aviacomm provide the technology you need. Is soft radio is a way in the future. And okay, thank you. Any question? Okay.
Yeah, we might have a few minutes. So anyone who have any questions?
Yeah.
Do you have any CVs or otherwise CFs about the 6 feet underground, especially your devices, otherwise facilities? Do you have any? I mean, do you have any CVs or CFs, especially your devices, or I mean, your piping or your line?
Sorry, I do not know what's a CV.
Commercial videos or commercial films, especially, I mean,
this
6
one
feet
is,
underground.
Under my company, under my customer NDA. So this one is, you know, is actually I deleted more than like half of my slide, because you know, before I send in for doing this presentation, I have to tell all my as my partner, I need to get permission. I'm sorry, is a lot of my partner, they do not allow me to be release information.
I respect that.
Yeah,
Thank you. I will be talking to you later.
You can talk to me privately.
Oh, I will.
But not
yes,
in the public. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe one more. Yes, we have a question there.
So, yeah, I see the other one. Yeah, you say it's okay. You say the commercial one is in the Philippines, right? So what I mean is who paid is the subsidized, and the total projects from government or telecom. Can you clarify what I mean the commercial? The meaning.
Okay, the problem for TVWS space is two of the industry very against. One is telecom, another one is broadcaster, and these two is very against. So, but however, the government is very dilemma, because they want to sell this spectrum to the carrier, try to get the money, right? And so the carrier, they don't like to be doing a free Wi-Fi service. So that's one is a dilemma. But for Philippine projects, we get some government funding, we get the money from the private industry, and also content provider. Content provider, for example, is possible in the Philippines. A lot of people like to be watched for like for football, and we get some funding from some content provider. Yeah. So however, is in the Philippine project, and the Philippine government try to pass the like for TVWS frequency by the end of the year. But I do not know going to be passed or not passed. But we get for trial license for every 1 year. Every 1 year, so we can renew for license. But you know, that's a problem is most of third world country, if you're out of city, is actually is no so nobody using the TVWS space for spectrum. But but if you do not negotiate with a local government, it's very hard to be running these projects. So this one is a commercial network. We did it is this way. If you are interested, I can talk about more. So we sell for you know, this one is called internet car, and so we offer for students for free, but we can sell this car to be normal people. Yeah.
Okay, so we thank you for your questions. I think we're about time right now, so thank you, CEO of Aviacomm.